morning, everyone. Sandra's busy communicating back to Julie
South
in New Zealand on our satellite tracker. We're sitting at flight level 100. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out there, and we have got a very, very tidy tailwind. Right now, 185 knots ground speed. And we're on our way from Blagoveshchensk. Wow.
No, wait on. Blagoveshchensk. Blagoveshchensk.
Yes. To Vladivostok.
Vladivostok, I've got that one.
Yes. And it's a relatively short flight today. We're looking at about 4.5 hours. Maybe a bit less than that now with the tailwind we've got if it holds up for the rest of the trip. And the flight path today takes us around, again, the top of China. As you can see here on the little map, we're going along this track here, and we've got a turning point here, and we come down to Vladivostok. There's quite a large cyclone sitting out between Russia and Japan at the moment. However, it's fortunately won't influence our flight into Vladivostok in any meaningful way other than a tailwind. So that's really good. Very, very flat country we're flying over.
And once again, Barry, look at all those river systems.
I know, a lot of rivers.
Right.
And in fact, I'm just flying over what would have to be an alluvial tailings from an old mine. A good departure this morning.
Yeah, very good departure.
Yes.
It was nice seeing the friendly man who saw us in and saw us out. He recognised us and gave us an extremely nice wave goodbye and wished us well.
It's just a bit of a sort of a magical mystery tour, negotiating your way out of these airports. You get in all right, and however to get out, we've got to go through 2 layers of security, but it's just finding which doors to go in because unfortunately we're illiterate when it comes to reading signs in Russia.
But I think we're getting better because you did recognise the door this morning.
I recognised the door, but it was probably more luck than good.
No, I think you recognised the door.
Anyway, we'll sit back and enjoy a very, very, hopefully very nice flight in really nice weather.
It's nice to have that tailwind.
Good tailwind. And at the moment is Khabarovsk. I think that's how it's pronounced. Otherwise known as Hotel Alpha Bravo. For us, it's a 90-degree turn to the right, and for the first time in a long time, we actually take up a real southerly heading and start moving towards the Southern Hemisphere. It's figuratively speaking, it's a turning point, and we've got 3 minutes to our turning point, and then, as I said earlier, we start going south, heading towards home.
Barry, if you look out into the distance, you can see that weather system that we were looking at last night that is not going to affect us, but it is there.
Certainly is.
Quite visible.
Yes, it's the edge of it. It's a very deep and active cyclone that is heading up the western side of Japan. And fortunately, when we leave Vladivostok in 3 days' time, it's well and truly gone, and the weather forecast for our flight to Kagoshima is looking very good. I wasn't prepared for the number of helicopters that we've seen and that are deployed, both military and civil helicopters. I think every airfield we've been on, or nearby airfield, has got, I mean, a few dozen helicopters, and they seem to be the mainstay, or the main form of transport into the more remote areas. So here we go. Oh, there's another airport over there. Now that might be a general aviation one, yes.
But it does seem that at all the GAs there's an awful lot of dead aircraft.
Well, the world over, unfortunately.
And we're just about to do our turn to the right.
Yep, here we go. There's a milestone moment as we resume a southerly heading and commence our journey back down into the Southern Hemisphere. Got a ways to go yet to get there, but I'm sure that days will tick by, and there we go.
Zulu Alpha Zulu, contact Vladivostok radar 119.5. Goodbye.
119.5. Good day.
Entering.
Yep. Radar, Zulu Kilo Bravo Alpha Zulu, approaching flight level 80 and visual with the runway.
Zulu Kilo Bravo Alpha Zulu, Vostok radar, good afternoon, radar contact, descent via star 1,200 meters, QFE 1010.
Descend to 1,200 meters, QFE 1010, Zulu Alpha Zulu.
Сибирь 6271, дополнительно.
Дополнительно, Сибирь 6271.
Okay, so we're going for a bit of flap now, get out. Okay, finals check, gears down.
Gears down, check.
Check, check.
Did you want some flap?
Yeah, if you can give me some half flap. I just might have a bit of wind shear down here too. I just can't see a windsock.
Need more flap?
Just a bit more, not much. Blue. Thanks.
Сибирь 6271, разрешаю на терне.
Следуем прямо на точку терни, Сибирь 6271.
Flaps?
Flaps up.
Very nice.
Thank you. Ground Zulu Kilo Bravo Alpha Zulu. We have the follow me car.
Zulu Kilo Bravo Alpha Zulu Vladivostok ground. Good evening. Taxi following leader 1, via taxiway Mike Sierra, stand number 20 Alpha.
Mike Sierra, stand number 20 Alpha, Zulu Alpha Zulu.
The Vladivostok airport was constructed in 1931 near the town of Artyom. Commercial flights began in the summer of 1932. The federal and regional governments announced plans to rebuild Vladivostok International Airport prior to the APEC Russia 2012 summit on Russky Island, which is south of Vladivostok. A new terminal, Terminal A, was built in 2012 at a cost of 7 billion rubles. The capacity of this new terminal building is 3.5 million passengers per year.
Could have landed on this runway. I like the following cars.
Yeah.
Makes life so easy.
I think that looks like our man over there.
Runway 07 right, 25 left was also constructed and lengthened to 3,500 metres, or 11,500 feet, and this new runway is capable of accommodating every type of aircraft. In 2018, just over 2.5 million passengers used Vladivostok Airport.
At least he's parking us into wind, which is good.
Domestic Terminal B of the airport underwent complete renovation during 2005 and 2006, which transformed it into one of the most comfortable and up-to-date airport terminals in Russia.
That's good. Okay. Radio's off.
The renovated terminal was reopened on the 19th of December 2006.